Hey, black man, you are my brother, black man. And I understand we're in this injustice weary world, black man. Black man, we may not always get along, black man. Black man, we have to teach each other everything we know, black man. Because if I die, I need you to teach my kids the creed that I live by, black man. It's okay to cry, black man. Let's cry together, black man. They ask me what's my fee, black man. I tell them that it's free, black man. Free from you, free from me, and free from society where they want me to be. The only purpose is to find purpose. Without purpose, it is all worthless. The Bible, the Quran, and Google search will even support this. I created my own lane, simply to maintain, and everybody want to be the soap god. I believed in myself when I had nothing else. Now my craft is the neighborhood gimmick. Country bumpkin full of gumption is never the messenger, always the messenger. People will tell you the cool shit about entrepreneurship, but they neglected to tell you about the bullshit on the back end.
Unorthodox Haven Podcast.
What's up, bro?
Oh, what's up, bro?
What's up, family?
How you?
I'm good.
Chillin', man. Long time no see.
For real, yeah, it's been a minute.
Been a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, is you ready, my nigga? Alright, so I already started recording the shit, but for those of y'all listening who don't know, this is episode for me and Tony, it's about episode 15, 16, I don't even know. We just sit down and had a couple conversations. But you can do stuff without actually doing stuff. What I mean by that is that if you choose to do something, you don't even have to put it out to the world. So for instance, I wanted to do podcasting. And I had a fear for a while, like, damn, I want to do podcasting, but I kept waiting and trying to make sure I got everything in line. And I realized that I can record podcasts, but I don't even got to share it with anybody in my immediate circle or anybody at all. So you can do things without actually doing things. So you got to start. So just take that with you as you go along. All right, so today I'm sitting down with my man Tony McCraven. I'm going to let him introduce himself, tell you who he is. Like I said, I sat down a couple times with him. He helped me curate this podcast and bring it into fruition. So I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Peace, love, and light, good people. Like he said, my name is Tony McCraven, CEO of Nostalgia, founder and director of Gumbo, a nonprofit. Just a man living his passion, man, and turning to a prophet, for real. Pretty much it, right?
Shit, where can they find you?
Okay, yeah.
Your head at the top, put the top at the bottom.
Yep. You can find me on my business page, Nostalgia, NOSTALJA _ I just started this new journey. I am Tony McCraven. That's IAMTONY MCCRAVEN at Yahoo.com. My email. Damn.
Shit, man. Yahoo. You still using Yahoo?
I am Tony McCraven on Instagram, man. Yeah, that's it.
Is that the one where you be in the Instagram stuff?
Oh,
that the I am Tony McCraven one?
Oh man.
That was it. Huh?
I got my outside.
Alright, you fuck with the podcast shit, my nigga?
You said y'all fuck with it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to sit down and chop it up?
In, or you talking about
Tune in, or like get it. Say you don't got to, you don't want to. They don't think we just sit around, we just chop it up.
Oh yeah. If I got something to help the, you know what I'm saying, help the conversation, I said yeah.
Fact. How you been, Omar G?
I've been good, bro.
Yeah? Still tattooing and doing all the art and shit?
Yeah.
Word, dope.
More tattooing than art lately.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to tap back in, bro. Yeah.
Why the money? Is it the money in the tattooing?
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you need your resources and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make your bread. You gotta make your bread.
Gotta make your bread. Yeah.
But I just ain't been able to tap in, bro. I ain't even going front.
Yeah. You ain't even motivated to even.
I've been messing with other things. You know what I'm saying? Exploring other parts of myself.
Your creative part.
Yeah, I'm learning that it's way more to me, bro, than just this art and tattoo shit.
Yeah.
Like, even though the world trying to make me be just that, bro, it's way more to me than that. You know what I'm saying?
And what? I mean, I don't know if you mind. Like what you mean? Like when you say more to yourself.
Just other interests. Other interests. You know what I'm saying? Things that I actually enjoy doing. I enjoy spending my time, and that actually lift my spirit and make me feel better. You know what I'm saying?
Word, that's super dope, man.
It can be the smallest things. Like right now, I'm messing with guns heavy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think guns, killing, blah, blah. Nah, man. Like it's like a whole nother world over there. You know what I'm saying?
It's his own culture.
Cars, it's a whole nother world over there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even though it's regular stuff, but I just feel like it's important to like tap into everything that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause be well rounded. You know what I'm saying?
So you like you tapping into new shit, or just trying new shit, or you more so just like
all of it, bro.
Yeah.
Anything I see that spark my interest, bro, I'm on it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
super dope, man.
Yeah.
I be the same way, man. I be telling people people don't be knowing what they want to do because people don't be want to try shit.
Yeah.
Like you don't even know if you like that shit. You might think you don't like that shit, or you think you might not be into that shit. But until you try it,
you have no clue.
You have no clue. Like people are like, I can't fuck with guns. I'm scared of guns and shit like that. But once you get in that culture and understand that shit, then your whole perspective is shit. You know what I mean? So I be trying to tell niggas like, yo, I gotta try shit. Just try new shit, man. Do shit. Cause you never know what the fuck is for you until you go out there and at least, you know what I mean, push them limits and shit.
That's real, bro.
Word up. So man, speaking on the same topic, what's some shit you done did the same shit?
My bad, I had stepped away.
Nah, like basically trying new shit to see, like not staying in your bubble, or not just.
I definitely been out of my bubble. I've been more active online. I always post online, but I'm being more active, like purposefully active though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a lot more intent to what I'm doing. I'm not searching for nothing. Mm-hmm. I'm more so just doing what Tony want to do, and like you said, like we second guess ourselves on a lot of stuff, but in all reality, man, can't nobody tell you what the fuck to do because they looking at you for the answer. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take that responsibility and just go. Because at the end of the day, half the time we don't have a blueprint of what we doing, and then when we doing it, that's when people want to kind of throw they 2 cents in because they have something to compare something to. But when you don't, because you the one thugging it out, you the one making the blueprint. You feel me? So that's what I had to kind of get into myself and say, yo, I'm a big fish. You know what I'm saying? It's like I joke about it, like you better pay that cash app request I send, baby. I'm the catch. You know what I'm saying? I'm the catch now. You better see, I'm the catch. For real. So that's just been my mentality. Been more so confident in my been more confident in myself than I have over the years. So that's why I've changed that.
Yeah, I try to push myself out of doing new shit too, man. Like shit that make me, or the shit that I always said like I'd never do no shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? I try to push myself to do that kind of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Shit that I ain't never did before, that kind of shit get me off. Like with traveling, that's my thing. Like if I'm traveling somewhere, I don't want to keep going in the same place. Like, you know what I mean? Like I go to New York, I want to go there one time, and the next time I travel again, I want to go somewhere different. The next time somewhere different.
New York, I need to hit a different city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Different spots, all that.
Yeah, a lot of people like they travel, but they go to the same places.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I go to Myrtle Beach, and you've been to Myrtle Beach 10 times. Like,
where the restaurant owner know you.
Yeah. Like me, I get off on just experiencing new shit. Like, so if I want to travel, if I just save all my ducats till I can get enough money to get to wherever I want to go that I haven't been to before. You know what I mean? Except Denver. Denver, I haven't been there a lot of times. That's only because the tickets be so fucking cheap though. You know what I mean? So. Plus, I just like Denver because, you know what I mean? I just like the layout of that shit.
Man, just getting out the house and going to do the workouts with Tony and Sean and them, man. Like, that joint is it changed the whole day. Like, your whole outlook is different after you go spend some love with them and sweat and grind and hear everybody yelling and expelling their energy, but everybody growing and getting strong at the same time. Like,
fact.
It's just dope.
Yeah, man. That's, being around different experiences and shit like that, man, puts you in different space. I be looking at your videos and shit, like, man, I'm gonna go out there and work out with them niggas one day. Nah, I ain't even about to go fuck with them niggas. I'm gonna sit my push-ups right here in the crib.
But it's different though, you know what I mean? It's legit different when you get out there. I post my shit not because I'm no workout guru or nothing. It's just simply I've accepted my social responsibility to show motherfuckers they can do whatever they choose to do every day. Now you either fuck with me because you fuck with me and you like the fact that I'm doing it, or you hating but you still watching and you wish you could do it. So either way, I'm sparking some kind of fire in my personal opinion. So that's why I'm more active online.
Sure, D.
I want to show you that you can do it.
This podcast shit is my active, like, because for years, like, I don't have no social media presence. Like, my only social media presence is like my work.
When I first met you, I was like, you got nothing? Like, no, I ain't got nothing. Who is this nigga, man?
Straight up, like, you know what I mean? But that's me. Like, I grew up. I don't know if it's how I grew up or just how I've grown to look at the world. But social media is not real life to me. So I keep them shits totally separate. So when I look at social media, I look at it, like, this is a version of people. This is a version of people that they can control to put out to the world, right? It's not who they really are, because you ain't with them every day. I just took that shit at face value, and I only put my work out there. It's the only thing I wanted to be judged for. Like, I don't want you to know shit about my personal life. I don't want you to know shit about me. Only thing I want you to know about is my work. So that's all I put out for mad long. Now,
I'm about to say that shit hinders you in my personal opinion.
No.
In your business.
No, it doesn't. So it does in a way, but that's not my motivation though. My motivation is the same, just like you. It's to show motherfuckers that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't like people that actually know me. My fault, bro. People actually know me and shit. They be like, yeah, you got a podcast? Like, you doing what, my nigga? Like, especially people that know me for years and shit. Like, you doing what? But this push me out of my comfort zone, because every time I talk to people, I realize, like, yo, it's only because I keep myself I try to keep myself in an isolated, positive mindset. You know what I mean? So if I'm digesting nothing but positive shit, carrying myself in a positive way, when I talk to people, I realize that people start gravitating towards me because they be coming to me for that positive energy and shit. The ones that do be having contact with me, you know what I mean? Then I isolate myself again, away from motherfuckers, because this is my personality.
Are you drained when that happens? That's my question.
Nah, I'm not even drained. It's just me. It's just how I move.
He naturally expelled that positive energy and then go back and recharge. That's what you're saying. That's what you're doing.
But in my mind, I don't look at it as a recharge. It's just that I'm just super introverted, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoy peace and I enjoy privacy. Because the shit that matters to me most is the shit that I do. It ain't about what shit people know about me. Like, you know what I mean? It don't, like my shit is that when it's all over and done with, when I'm judged, I want to be judged the shit that I did and not who you interpreted me to be based on a social media platform. And if you're gonna do it off that, then do it off the content that I made, or the work that I've done, you know what I mean? Or the skills that I acquired, or whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? That's it. My motivation is the same as yours, to show motherfuckers that, yo, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just do that shit.
Just do it.
You know what I mean? Because I've been talking about podcasting and shit like that for a while, and me and you been sitting down talking to Mike for about, a year and a half now?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It's been a minute since we started doing this shit, but I had to build up the confidence, and I had to listen to myself. I had to, like, critique myself, which was one of the hardest things to do. Like, to go and listen to yourself talk, and then try to catch your own mistakes when you talk, you know what I mean?
I found it out, like, so I was taking advantage of your platform by practicing talking, hearing how I sound and all of that, but I enjoyed rapping with you because I can be as sick as I want to be, and I ain't gotta be, you know what I mean? I don't have to be Mr. Nostalgia. I can be Tony McCraven.
Fact.
I can be Mr. 228. I don't have to be a business. I can be who I am.
Let's talk about that. Like, let's talk about how we represent ourselves and shit, and what's the reason by, like, why do you have to separate who you are from your business?
I'm not separating who I am, because I'm everything. I'm very eclectic when it comes to my personality.
No, well, what I mean is that
why?
The way you just structured the statement you just said. I'm just going off of the statement you just said. You said, like, you know what I mean, I can be myself versus the businessman. Like, so is there value in separating who you are?
No.
With what you do?
Yes and no. Yes and no. You take value in separating yourself because you'll be able to take that time and to accept what you're doing, what you've accepted, what you created. You know what I mean?
What you mean?
Okay, so if you always about your business, always business, you never have time to even enjoy, to even view what you've accomplished. And I'm one of them people because, bro, I had to sit back. I'm finna throw out some accolades that I ain't even think about that I did, you know what I mean, just on the humbug, because I'm so tapped in. I ran out the skating rink, ran out the movie theater, fed like 109 people 4 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? Passed out book bags, shit like that, to all these kids. But I'm like, damn, nigga, I ain't did nothing. I ain't did nothing because I didn't have the time to sit back and value and reevaluate everything that I've done. You know what I'm saying? Shit. When I first got with you, I was putting different shit together. You know what I'm saying? So
Both was.
I've never been able to. Personally, I was never able to enjoy it. So to separate yourself from that is being able to, let your hair down in a sense or whatever. But when it's hard for me because my business is my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
True, but isn't that just didn't you just evolve?
I did.
You spent a period of, and what I mean by that evolve is that you spent a period of your life focusing on work, what you had to do, what you had to sacrifice the shit that you liked for a while in order to get where you at now. Now you here. Now it's time to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor.
So the thing is, for me, the way I look at a brand is people attach themselves to a brand by a lot of different ways, right? And I want to attach the people to my brand how I attach them naturally, and also I don't want to deflect people from my brand that don't socially think like me.
True. No, but that's I want to talk to that. That's the conversation I want to have right there.
Right.
That when we carry ourselves is like, but why we got to live in that constraint to where we got to be conscious to be like, yo, I don't want to show my personal views within this business realm because then I'm gonna be judged on it.
Well,
you think that's your reaction of you just looking at society and you seeing all these motherfuckers get judged off their past?
No, that could be. I'm not worried about that because the one thing about it is meet me where I'm at. That's my thing. I don't care about my. I don't care about my past, but that's where it's at. If I'm still doing the same thing that I was doing then, now, then we can talk about it. Then I feel some type of way, But the reason why I separate the two. Well, let's think about it this way. I have a cosmetic line, right? I deal with majority women, in my field. Mm-hmm. I want to separate that shit completely. You know what I mean? I never want to funnel the two because that's bad business.
True.
In the sense of, okay, let's say something personal happened here, and I done attached you with that.
Of course.
Now my brand is attached to Tony McCraven. Tony McCraven is attached to this story. This chick that said, this chick that got me over here. Mm-hmm. No. So you have to separate the two.
And that's part of the reason why I was only really asking that question. I wasn't trying to debate you. You know what I mean? But because I do the same shit. Like for me, is that same exact thing. Like, you know what I mean? This shit is separate. It's just separate things, man. Like this is the business, and then this is me. Me is what you get when you see me, you meet me, we talk, we have a personal relationship. What you see out here, what you see me put out, that ain't even a reflection of me. Half that shit. Sometimes is where I'm at. Sometimes it's where I've been.
But see, it's different for you though, because we branding two different things. You create imagery on your page. Mm-hmm. You can create whatever illusion you want to create that day, that moment.
Can't
anything.
You?
I can. I can change my perspective, but it may take me 2 days to show to this different change when you can do it in a picture.
I don't know.
What's up, Jay?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think you can separate the two.
You can't.
Because anybody that knows me, that's the tattoo dude. You know what I'm saying? Joshua King, tattoo dude.
Is that who you are?
I am. That's a piece of me. The tattoo dude. That's a piece of
you. But that ain't you though.
Right. But what I'm saying is, to be able to separate my name.
Sit close to the mic, my G. Like I mean, it'll help with the audio.
Yeah, nah. To be able to separate my name from my business. Mm-hmm. With like how. You get what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so look, check this out. I like going out of town because don't nobody attach my name to my business. I'm able to introduce myself.
Yes.
Ain't nothing like being able to introduce yourself.
I always
but if you go to the mall, in Hampton, people gonna be like, man, that's nostalgia. You know what I'm saying?
But me, they don't though.
Yeah, because you ain't got no social media presence.
Because it's my face. I have a social media presence. It's just not my face.
And I know I bring a whole other perspective because everything on social media, you know what I'm saying, is more so real to me. Because when you were saying social media ain't real, I was like, well, that shit became real for me when the people on social media, I'm seeing these people in person.
In real life.
They come and holler at me and we talking about everything that's on the social media. So anything that I post, they paying attention to everything I post, and they like, oh man, you meditate.
You control that.
Bro, you control that. I control that, but and I can make it disappear. And that's the only way I can separate it is not be social.
So my thing is this. All right, so we use me as an example, right? People that listen to this podcast, right? I've lived in this, I lived in this area right here for the last 3 years, right? 3 years, bro.
Nobody know you here.
Nobody know I'm here. And if they do, and it's like they know Humble, and even I use Charleston for example, right?
Mind your business, bro.
I lived in Charleston for 5 years, bro. I work with every music artist out there. You know what I mean? In the urban landscape that was in my vicinity, I've done all. I mean, I work with a lot of people, right? I still walk out there and people don't know who the fuck I am.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? They know my work. They know, like, oh, the guy that does Humble Vision, unless you personally work with me, and even if you personally work with me, what I do, I pull up, I do a photo shoot with you. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? We gonna knock your shit up real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I'm behind the camera, like, 25 minutes of the shoot. You might get, like, 5 minutes of face-to-face. It's over. I'm gonna dap you up and I'm gone.
Right.
Yeah.
So you ain't really see me. So if you see me a year later, you like, I think that's, I don't even know.
It makes sense though. But
You know what I mean?
respectively, bro, like me, I'm spending hours face to face with these people tattooing hours.
True.
And and that joint is forever, bro.
But that
like,
shit is more personal.
Yeah,
You in a
that's what
different
I'm saying.
situation.
It's like surgery, bro, because like the tattoo is forever, bro. You
Now,
will always remember the dude that put that on your arm.
It's like the wedding. When I shoot weddings, yeah, none people might remember me when they see me because
Yeah.
I was there through a
These
crucial
people
part of
know,
their life.
they know how many kids I got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you sit
all
around.
that.
You was in an environment where you're in a sitting environment where you can just indulge. You know what I mean, you want to do nothing but talk. That's all you got to do. With me, it's lights and camera time, baby. You
It's
got
like they're-
posing.
it's
Now, what I'm talking to you is about what we doing, and then I'm gone. So I can separate my work from who I am because a lot of these people don't
That's
know
why
me.
I just said perspectives.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you know
saying?
what I mean?
Me, you, and him, we all three got 3 different perspectives on the same. You know
On
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
shit, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Word up. You know what I mean? I was gonna say, what's your outlook on this whole black movement that's going on right now, man? And when I say black movement, I just say black people, the black culture in general, in the United States of America. What are your thoughts? You can be as open-ended as you want to be.
I think the Black Lives Matter movement, I don't think that's for us.
Explain. Or would you like to explain? What do you mean?
Nah, I ain't going to that with it.
Alright.
I mean, as in the aspect of the business end, the hierarchy of it,
Okay.
the culture and what we coming together, I love it. I love the aspect of us getting together, people understanding to buy land, attempting their best to figure out some kind of legalize their hustle.
Financial literacy.
Exactly. The Black Lives Matter joint, personally for me, is gimmicky, and I'm not a gimmicky type of person.
Do you think it started from a genuine place?
My understanding of the history of it was three black college girls that started the organization, and then it was bought out by. No, I don't say bought out. That's the wrong term, but technically that's how I see it as being bought out by. I can't think of the gentleman's name right now.
So, all right. So, my question to you then. All right, Black Lives Matter, right? Just the fact that it's faddish right now. I agree. It's kind of came like a fad thing, and everybody jumping on board. But do you think that it being plastered everywhere, everybody saying, everybody talking about it, is affecting any corner of our society?
No.
You don't think the kids are being affected by that?
Psychological.
Oh, you mean psychologically, as in?
Yeah.
Well, why do I have to? Hell yeah! If I was
It's just
a kid, why do I have to run around here and say Black Lives Matter? Why do I?
Would you
have to
push
do that?
back on it, or would it become such a norm that it's programming? It's just like growing up and seeing commercials, how they did a diamond industry, for example, right? They made it to where they make these commercials saying diamonds are a girl's best friend, right? At the time, diamonds wasn't worth too much money, you know what I mean? But the reason they said that, because they knew kids were watching TV. So when these group of kids got older, they were going to be adults. Now they out here going, they willing to pay all this money because psychologically in their brain, they've been programmed to see like a diamond as a girl best friend. Not only a woman nowadays, like, I want the biggest rock, or the biggest rock, it matters to them, you know what I'm saying? So the same program. So if a kid goes around and it's like Black Lives Matter, is that not good programming?
It's just like anything else, though, man. It only has power if you give it any attention.
But what about the ones that you can't drive intent to? For example, kids. Their intent has to come from their parents, but But
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what I was
speaking
about
to
to
is,
say. We just got to give them something else.
but it being plastered everywhere.
Where's the momentum at Black Lives Matter right now? Where's the momentum? Like, I don't hear it as much as now today. Which today is what? 9/23. I don't hear it as much.
What do you mean you don't hear as much?
Meaning, I don't see it. I don't see people marching no more. I don't see people with their signs no more. I don't see people exploiting with their garments anymore.
So I had an experience, right, doing virtual schooling for a 10-year-old, right? And this 10-year-old's doing virtual class with all his kids on the computer, right? And one of the kids says, Black Lives Matter, right? Just at random, just out the blue, with nothing going on, everybody just sitting there quiet. Like, yo, said Black Lives Matter. Another kid chimed in and said, that's a matter of opinion.
Facts.
10-year-olds. So, but the fact that, the reason why I'm with the whole Black Lives Matter is because it's even garnishing these conversations within our kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because not if not, they only going to grow up seeing one side of it.
But see, that's not,
I mean, if for example, right?
I disagree simply because I seen the other side being in South Mississippi by playing sports. That was the intro of knowing the other side, and you understood. I think it's really based off of where you at.
I think it's how big you can make the moment. I think it's how big you can make the moment, how much stamp of history you can make.
No, my bad. I guess my statement was because you were saying how do they understand the other side. That's why I said, well, I relate to the other side. I understood what was going on being in South Mississippi when we played sports. Then we were able to relate to one another, and we understood the difference, and we understood why certain things a certain way.
I feel what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is that the fact that this whole Black Lives Matter thing is even a thing, right? And as big as it's become, it's getting in our kids' brains now, right? Now the kids, they might have a white parent, you know what I mean, that's straight up racist, you know what I mean? And if this whole Black Lives thing wasn't pushed on pushed in these people's mouths, like that kid could have maybe subjective in 16 years of his life before he had to be out there and get on his own and learn some shit before he realized or experienced a different side of that.
But see, check this.
Or even have the thought of sparking the conversation.
The saying itself.
Just knowing
the Black Lives Matter, because when you talk about Black Lives Matter, in my mind, I got to go all the way back to the origin and what do these people even stand for? Right. What is this group of people? Because it's a group, right? It's
Black Lives Matter? So
yeah, it's like
it's an organization.
Yeah, it's an organization now, right? It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
So what do these people stand for?
That's when you ask me that, I know some of the back end of the origin of what like.
And I know for facts they on the more liberal side of things, and like I don't really know what their views and viewpoints are, and why they even pushing forward with it in the first place.
True, no, but the message at hand, right? The message, Black Lives Matter, period. Just that.
But what does that mean, though?
To me, if I gotta go around here, I don't mean to interrupt you, talk over you. If I gotta go and defend Black Lives Matter, because one thing about it, I've already, even before this shit been going on, I teach my kids about culture, being black and strong and all of that. So when you say for an Anglo-Saxon child to come through and hear this saying and then try to reflect on more information because they don't get it at home. Yeah, I get that. But subconsciously, for a black child, that's some bullshit. You ask me, in the sense of why do I have to chant this shit? Why is it not already set before I even get here?
But the answer to that would be is because systemic oppression, where it's like oppression motherfuckers can't see. It's like where it's like we've been teaching a curriculum in our school for years, bro, that's been bigging up the white man. Just not for nothing, just keep it plain and simple, right? Now we're at a point where just this simple message right here, right? And regardless of, you know what I'm saying, the origin of it, what they stand by, because, and the reason why I say that is because I can be like, yo, I agree with this politician 80% of the time. 20% of the time, I don't fuck with what he's saying. Now, out here in the land where you gotta choose who you fuck with, now, while I can fuck with your message, I don't gotta fuck with this party. Like, while I appreciate the Black Lives Matter because it's garnished in my personal life conversation that would never even been had if not. I've had conversation with a white guy in South Carolina that's grandfather's been a racist, right? Grandfather was a straight racist. He's a white guy, but he grew up in an area with a whole bunch of black kids, right? the black homie now, he's maybe in his high 20s, 28, something like that. You know what I mean? And he looked at these black guys like they brother because he grew up with them since little. You know what I'm saying? So his perspective of this whole shit is so hear me out. I had a conversation with this man in the garage just based on this whole Black Lives Matter shit being a thing. And it shifted his whole perspective because he was a white guy that couldn't understand a certain thing. And then when he said that, we had a conversation, he was like, damn. He's like, now I understand what you're saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Like an icebreaker almost.
But if I can reach someone based on this message that's being pushed out in the world, that shit is a positive to me, bro.
Yeah, I ain't trying to look
Only people's eyes being open is people that ain't black.
And why isn't that important?
I'm a firm.
That's important. It's very important.
I'm not. No. I'm not saying that it's not important.
Mm-hmm.
When you express it as in white people understanding it, cool. That's cool. But I'm thinking about the first thing I'm thinking about is my children, my black kids.
Your kids gonna be adults.
What I've already been teaching them already to prepare them for quote unquote what's been going on. So you're telling me that a saying had to come out for people to educate their kids? That's what I got.
No. I didn't say a saying had to come out. I'm saying that the saying being what it is, to me, I see a positive thing based on what is incited in us.
It's a catch-22.
What is incited in us as well. Like the same thing we talked about at the top of the podcast when you was like the whole move.
Right.
The whole movie on black people, you love the unity that we on and the financial literacy that we learning, and that is a part.
It is absolutely a result. But okay, I go back. This Black Lives Matter shit is a result of a whole bunch of deaths as well. So it's, you know,
so it's a civil rights movement.
True indeed. I'm not debating that. I'm just telling you where I personally go when I think about it.
See,
so when I say it was bullshit, I don't think you can agree with something and then teeter-totter not agree with it. So for this purpose here, I gave you a firm answer. But in reality, back in my head, you already know. I think
you don't. I think two things can be true. I think you cannot agree with the origins of the whole movement, but you can agree with the sentiments that is pushed out into the world and the what is sprouted in our community.
I couldn't articulate that shit, but snap it on there and say I said it. But no, that's how I feel.
I feel you.
I don't respect the origin of that.
I feel you. Just like I don't like a lot of shit that Kanye West says, but you know what I mean. But I like some of the shit he said.
I think he's genius. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people think some of the shit he's be erratic, and he still can be a genius. Some of the shit can be stupid as shit he says, but he still can be a genius. You feel me?
So I don't never want to be a person when I'm speaking to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? If anything, so say if I say something and then people question that, then I would address, okay, this is what I meant by that, and then that'll kind of defend the statement per se. But I'll never want to be speaking and I don't feel confident and going back. That nigga, did he just say this and said that? Because I see the good and the bad and everything. I understand.
But people will do that anyway. People gonna judge you anyway.
Oh yeah, well, fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You know what I mean? That shit gonna be, people gonna judge you regardless. You can't stop that. People gonna interpret what you say how they interpret it too. That's something I had, like, is a thin line with this podcast and shit, right? Because I try to make sure I send what I put out to people first, because I want to make sure that they are being interpreted right. Because sometimes I can listen to it and be like, oh, that sounds cool. He can listen to it and hear a different word and be like, nah, I ain't mean it like that. Like, you know what I mean? So interpretation matters and all that shit, man. And people might hear something you say, you be like, yo, I had to jack my dog off. And they took that one clip and ran with it, right?
Yeah.
But the other sentence, the other part of that, where you just sit around talking about breeding your dog or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? That whole part of the conversation get lost.
I got you.
So that's what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? But
no, I got you.
It comes with the game, though.
I posted something the other day. Well, actually, reading the 40 Laws of Power. What was I gonna say? I was listening to you and I was about to chime in. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. But
I appreciate it.
All in all, man, it's a good podcast, good topic. You know what I mean? Give me your social media where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Nostalgia, NOSTALJA _ and I am Tony McCraven, all on Instagram. Appreciate y'all.
Where you wanna say something in the back? You on the mic too. I don't know if you wanna introduce yourself, plug yourself.
Oh, word.
Who you
Joshua King, Tattoos by King on IG.
Word. That's it, my G. Appreciate y'all boys.
What you about to do, black man?
Shit, I just can't holler at you, man. I was supposed to see my kids